tend to feel when nothing's happening. Like some big old bird so fat that it just can't fly. Far be it from me to be overreacting. My body hurts like hell, and all I can do is wonder why. I'm like a man in prison. I'm occupied with busting out. I'm in no position singing what all these walking blues about. Yeah. Hey, Mary, come play with me. Please forget your lessons. I've been down with Captain Hook and with Cutlass as I play. I got a feeling that you and me will get along fine. Down on the beach in the fresh air with a jug of wine. I'm like a man in prison. I'm occupied with busting out. I'm in no position saying what all these walking blues about. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, Mary, come play with me. Please forget your lessons. See, Pete's off with Captain Hook and with Cutlass as they play. I got a feeling you and me will get along fine. Down on the beach in the fresh air with a jug of wine. Oh yeah, I claim to be infected. Oh yeah, point me in the right direction. The situation has got the best of me. I got to go on, you know, I got to be strong. But it's hard to exist. Well, it's hard to exist. I said it's hard to exist. I said it's hard to exist. You know, it's hard to exist. Whoa. Hey, I'm Gravity Groove. It is hard to exist. Welcome to Bad Luck Good Game, the show where we try to draft an entire set and do it on the cheap. Most of that involves me playing best of one quick draft because it is incredibly cheap. It's only 750 gems, whereas all the other draft formats are double that. Each rare is a rough value of around 200 gems, because that's the cost of a pack. If you manage to cap 3 rares, you've already paid for your draft, no matter how you do. Because you're going to get a pack at a minimum 100 gems, that's 900. So hey, if you're not super confident with your draft skills and you want a great environment to learn, and also the cheapest possible way to gather the cards for your set, quick draft is probably what you want. The pros tend to prefer best of 3 because it's unranked, so it gives them a chance to be paired against people who are much lower skill play level, and thus, on the whole, they should be more profitable. Generally, because I'm incredibly unlucky, it does not matter the skill level of the opponent I'm playing against. I can find a way to lose to someone who's played for 1 month. Yes, I've been to the Pro Tour. Glad you asked. Today we're going to continue our journey, and I believe we are rapidly closing in on our necessary amount. It says we have 66.4 of the set collected with my handy little ticker here, and 84 packs. We have not yet put all of our cards into the algorithm to know precisely. We're also Diamond 1. We could conceivably go Mythic today, which I haven't gotten Mythic in a set in a while. I feel like we've been doing pretty good in general with this set. Only scrubbed one episode that I recorded that was in 03 because we flooded, and I just didn't feel like that was particularly interesting gameplay. There were no decisions to make. There was nothing to learn there. Generally on this show, we do not curate the experience. We show you all our wins and losses in gory 3D, and only one time so far have I just deleted an episode. I'm like, well, that's a 0-win run. This sucked, and I was miserable. There's no value to this, so I just nuke it. Generally, we're trying to give you the real experience, though. And you'll see one of the episodes, 1 or 2 episodes ago, we posted is just one of those 1-win runs where our opponents just have the absolute perfects and stomp us into the dirt ruthlessly. And you should see that, because that is part of the game. It is a very high variance game, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Because they would be lying. You probably want to see the game now, right? Okay. There you go. So we do not have 4 Can't Stay Aways yet, so we're probably taking that. If we were not taking the rare here, that's a pretty weak pack. If we're not taking the rare here, I guess we would take Vengeful These are all bad. I mean, we might take this. I've never played, never been a big fan of this color combination, but I might take that. Just take Can't Stay Away here and see if we end up playing it. Heirloom Mirror, of course, is terrible. Silverbolt, Siege Zombie. Lunar Frenzy, of course, pretty fine. I've heard good things about this, but I'm not sure how open this archetype ever really is. All these cards are similar power level to me. Siege Zombie, Silverbolt, Gavany Trapper. I'm leaning towards one of these just to stay on color, so that we might have a chance to play our rare, because it is a good one. Maybe we just take the thing that we play regardless. Diagraph Horde, very, very good. Always a card I'm excited to have. We don't necessarily have to be white-black. We could be black-green splash white. Ooh, Morbid Opportunist. Well, we're definitely base black. Eaten Alive or Stromkirk. These are both very, very powerful. Obviously, Eaten Alive, uniquely powerful because the Exile Clause allows you to nail stuff that has Disturb and have it be gone. The best kind of gone. Stromkirk, however, does tend to build itself pretty nicely, but it requires you to sort of already be winning for it to build, which I think I talked myself out of it, huh? We have another Silverbolt, sure. I think the first crawl from the cellar always works quite a bit, especially when we have 2 bombs like this. Shady Traveler seems fine. Flip the switch takes us away from can't stay away. Green stays with the possibility of using that. But of course this is just generally the best archetype. There's a path if we go back that direction. Literally a path. Playable. A lot of playable cards here. Curse of Silence, quite terrible. Aggressively terrible. Clear Shot, pretty incredible. Just overall, the best removal spell in green. And it's not particularly close. This is completely unusable. I think we're going to take Clear Shot here. Maybe pivot towards that. And Borrowed Time. Okay, so I think the goal might be green, black, splash, white. Firmament Sage also very good. But this will allow us to bring back Shadies or Morbid Opportunists, which seems also quite good. If we can manage to play that. One path to the festival. We really want another like an eccentric. There's also Falcon Abomination here. This is a tough pivot point. Falcon Abomination is very, very good. Firmament Sage also very, very good. We do have 2 good pieces of removal so far. 3 if we're playing green. I guess 3 and 4 if we're playing green. This is quite a tough pivot point. Firmament Sage, Borrowed Time, both very good. Falcon Abomination, Hobbling Goblin, Hobbling Zombie, both very good. Abomination, of course, a lot harder to deal with. Means Can't Stay Away is almost certainly out. All of our green cards so far are mediocre except Clear Shot. So it's really just between Clear Shot and Can't Stay Away. If we're taking blue, we're definitely moving away from Can't Stay Away and probably cannot run it. It's only 1 white, regardless of whether it's flashback or not, which does make it a viable flashback card. Borrowed Time, of course, another premium removal spell in those colors, which would allow us to basically have our removal kind of taken care of at this point. We'd have 5 premium pieces. We wouldn't have to worry about it anymore, which I do like. If we can get an Evolving Wilds and Eccentric, maybe we wouldn't even have to play Path, which I would also like. Hobbling Zombie, of course, just a great 3-drop. Just a very solid 3-drop. Gosh, I feel like no matter what I do here, I'm going to be unhappy with the result. We could just pivot back to white-black period as well. Holy crap. This sucks. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Hoping we get offered some big green boys at some point here. Seed Zombie allows us to have a way to trigger Blood Thief safely. So I think we're in for that. We're not really getting offered any green at all now. Any green at all now. Well, I don't know that we have an off-ramp for that. I would like a couple big beefy creatures. Right now we don't have any real big scary guys. Like some big scary guys. We have Borrowed Time, Can't Stay Away. Probably not running that, although we might. Six pieces of interaction. Probably don't need Might of the Old Way then. I don't know that any of this stuff is playable in that case. Really just want a couple like tireless dudes or some big creatures. We're just not getting offered any big creatures. Need ways to close these games out, and we're not being offered them. Yeah, it would appear green was the wrong choice. It would appear green closed. Shadow Beast sighting. Normally I'm always taking the rare here, but because we're so close to Mythic, I'm trying to take the good stuff a little more highly here. Hard to not take Defenestrate, especially because we might not play these if we don't get another way to fix. So Castaway, of course, very good, but rarely splashable because its other side is double blue. I did splash it once in a deck that had 3 Evolving Wilds and some fixing, so that made it pretty manageable. We're getting all this removal, but just no creatures. No creatures. Where are the creatures? How do we win if the game doesn't give me any creatures? Seriously, it's not going to offer me one sizable creature at all. This is... I want to say typical. Oh, okay. Well, Outlander is very good. But I don't know if Outlander is as good as Shadow Beast sighting. Probably not. Ooh, Contortionist Troop. Alright. Alright. Turning it around. How many 2-drop creatures do we have? 1. We have 1. 1. Well, gonna be Clunk City, huh? The Evolving Wilds, of course, makes these white spells a lot more reasonable. We don't have to play them now. We do have really, really good removal. Clear Shot, we have Defenestrate, we have Midnight, Silverbolts, and Eaton. I think we have to take it. I think we want to play white enough that we're just going to have to. Would really like the 2-drop creature there, obviously. Ooh, Tireless Hauler. Okay, I think Hauler is better than Candlelight. So we don't really have any 2-drop creatures. This is a potential disaster, in that we don't have any 2-drop creatures. We do have some 2-drop plays, of course. 2.7, huh? Well, we have 1, 2, 3 white cards, so we probably are still running Path and an Evolving Wilds to get it. We don't have any Dreads, we don't have any Farmers, so we probably aren't going to be worried about accidentally milling the plains and straining these cards. It's pretty unlikely. We effectively have 16 creatures here because we have 2 Shadow Beast sightings, which of course are great. So we can probably cut a Bat Whisperer because our 4-drop slot is pretty packed with good stuff. Rejuvenator also fixes a little bit, so that's cool. Our average is 2.7. We have generally done quite badly when we run 17 land in this format. We don't have a lot of things that make fodder. I guess it's really just our diagraph. Most of these creatures are not the kind of creatures you want to sacrifice. Which makes me wonder if we want a Rotten Reunion. Rotten Reunion, at its best, is like draw 2 cards off Morbid Opportunist and exile 2 opponents' creatures for free, effectively. Which is pretty great. We have nine kill spells. 9, that's a lot. Maybe we're cutting a Silverbolt for the Rotten Reunion. So we have 3 things that want sacrifice outlets. Reunion and Diregraph feed those slightly. We'll play one, see how it feels, see if we even draw it. This is a really tough draft. And of course the drafting might not even matter. Sometimes you just like are on the draw all 3 games and die. Oh, we're playing against the mythic opponent. That's not a great start. Not off to a great start. Well, we're going to hope we're going to draw land. And if not, I'm going to be pretty boned. Yeah. Cool. We're gonna have to look at our land count here. Maybe the auto land thing did not give us the proper amount of land, and I missed it. So I'm just gonna like auto lose this one because of it. Yeah. Not off to a great start, folks. You only have 14? Well, that fucked me. Okay, in that case, we are going to have to make some cuts, obviously. That sucked a lot. That just sucked a lot. So 15 creatures here. Maybe Can't Stay Away isn't valuable enough with that low creature count. We do have a lot of really good targets for it, though. Need to cut something. What is it? I feel like Can't Stay Away is the weakest of these splash cards. Like Rite of Oblivion is pretty much always going to be good and we can cast it. Can't Stay Away is going to require like specific conditionality. Sometimes we're just going to have like a Siege Zombie. This we're already casting out of the graveyard. Morbid is the only thing we're really excited to get back. Well, starting off 0-1. Not exactly great. Probably would have died even if we drew the land against our opponent's opening. Would like to play people in our bracket, if at all possible. Okay, so we're just hoping we hit a land. Or a Seed Zombie or a Silver Bolt. Probably worth trading Traveler for a card and Hermit, so we'll just play it. +1, -1 for our opponent. Land off the top would be great for tracker. Sprout's pretty scary. And how come people are playing this all of a sudden? I've never seen people play this card until the last like 24 hours, and now I've seen 3 people play it in a row. This is very confusing. Well, I guess we're just defenestrating, right? Or are we just playing Tireless Hauler? Can't really attack through a Tireless Hauler, but defenestrating draws us a card. If we do it now, we want to guarantee the free card. I think now we're going to block it. Whole bunch of flying creatures. Okay, so now this is just Seed Zombie and shoot something. Seed Zombie allows us to double block and draw a free card. I think it's Siege Zombie and shoot something. Probably just shooting the Geist. Draws us a card now. Oh no, it exiles Butts. That's fine. Another free card. Yeah. Like to hit some more of our removal, but fuck. So we just lost that game. Cool. For 7, I guess we can make a huge-ass Contortionist troop. Or we can recast our Tireless Hauler. Let's Just recast our Tireless Hauler, I think. I mean, this plays around against, I guess, another Bolt. If they have a counterspell, we're probably dead. Okay, so no counterspell. God damn. Uh-huh. Fucking top deck Jesus, this guy. There's just nothing I can do. I'm fucking dead every way. In every direction, I'm dead. Fuck my fucking life. So criminally unlucky. The deck is great, and we're not going to get a single fucking win with it. Yeah, just every fucking turn, you just have the absolute best thing you could have every turn. Yeah, I'm done. Holy fucking shit, man. Well, as we were saying before, if this ends up just being a 0-win run, we're gonna nuke it. So none of this matters. And because we took one rare, definitely not getting our value back out of this one. Holy fucking shit. Every card the opponent played was right on time. That was just incredibly awful. Yeah, why not? Why not have one of the best 1-drops in the game? Why not? Yeah. Sure. Okay. No 2-drops. Infinity Tappers, huh? Well, we need to draw removal pretty quickly. Sure. Okay, there's Defenestrate. That is probably good enough. 2 creatures in here. He needs 3. Huh. You missed. Small favors. Definitely going to be hard to fight through double Gavany Tapper, I think, but should eventually get to a critical mass, I think. I hope. This turn we'll have Shady and Defenestrate up, and we're 1 mana away from Shadow Beast sighting again. That was a good miss for him. Candlelit Cavalry. Candlelit Cavalry. Well, I guess we have to kill that now, right? This becomes a 3/3. Every time he exiles, he gets big. Yeah, we can't let that transform, honestly. Still the scarier thing. That fucking sucks. We are really just going to lose every match today, huh? Mm-hmm. That sucks. Doesn't matter if your deck's full of removal if you never draw it. I don't think we've actually drawn a single one of our white cards yet. Sure. Okay. What is the most important target to Eaten Alive here? I assume it's still the Griff. We have 8 mana. There's no way we can do both. This would kill something, but probably just a 1/1. Might end up having to use Crawl just to make sure we have a third creature. Okay. Midnight is probably getting the Cavalry, right? Like this is the only significant resource they actually have. And yeah. So as long as we have 3 creatures back, we can start attacking. Right? We want to keep making different strength values, so. That sucks. That also sucks. Damn it. So we just attack with the 7 and we can buy it back? Is that good enough? We have 10 mana. We could recast it this turn. Be quite a bit smaller. Yeah. We're going to keep playing it safe here. And really hoping to get our Silver Bolt. Maybe we should put the second Silver Bolt back in. Hey, Rite of Oblivion. Okay. This is not great here. We haven't gotten any of our fodder. We're still probably wiping that out, though. Oh, yeah, we can just buy it back with Crawl. Sure. So and okay. He does have enough to do both. All right. fuck? Okay. Okay. Diagraph off the top, please. Okay. That's... I don't know how long this could have went on, but we got one victory. With a pile that seems like it shouldn't be having this much trouble, honestly. Rite of Oblivion. Rite of Oblivion seemed pretty suboptimal there, right? Like, if we're not having fodder creatures, maybe we're not playing Rite of Oblivion. If it's not card advantage, is it still good enough to play? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. If we cut the borrowed time and the planes and the path, is running another crawl for card advantage. Is this better than this? Let's try this. Right felt pretty weak in that spot. It's not always going to be that spot, but because our zombie production is so low, it's usually going to be that spot. You have to be in black, white, or blue, black, white, some combination of those colors for that to work, or have a lot more zombie production. Like, we don't even have a No Way Out. Well, that sucks. So we're a card behind. Really wanted to land there. Really? Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, we're probably just bounding, wolfing. No way out would hurt a lot here. So he could have Lunar. So I think we're just blocking this. He probably has Lunar. Double blocking this would... If he has anything but Lunar, double blocking this is correct. Yeah, we'll single block it. I don't think that's enough to kill us. That's 7, right? So that would put us to 1. So he did have Lunar, which was the worst case scenario for us. We can now attack for 4. Kill this. And I think that's the play, right? This can deal 2 and then 1 when a thing changes, but theoretically we've got him dead. That'll we just play Shadow Beast Sighting and pass. Cool. Now we might have a chance. Now we're back to square one. Yeah, that's pretty fucking good top decks, my friend. We attack with both. He can't block this. Means he has to block this? Yeah. That works. Whew. Well, we got 2 wins. We're trying to pull up on this plane, hurtling towards the ground. Okay, so this is 3 hands in a row that are 2 landers. We mulliganed last time into a 2-lander as well. Fuck it. Draw land or die. That's Magic in a nutshell. Got 2 turns to draw land. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Holy fuck! Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff, folks. Well, I missed. Can make a lot of burbs. Okay. Okay. Shit. Okay. I think we killed that. Bounding wolf. Deck's really being stingy about giving us lands, huh? Sure. Okay. 14 cards. 3 land. At 5%. Oh. Over 50% of our deck is lands at this point. Oh my god. Counterspell. Well, you get the front half of it. Could just be large zombie trigger, but gotta assume it'd flip the switch, right? Could be devious cover up as well. Yeah, okay. We'll take it. Can't believe we're still in this game. It's very, very silly that we're still in this game. Oh, there's one. Okay. We got our 1 planes. Are we attacking with the 4/4 and using ambush? Like, what do we get? We get essentially these two, or like this and a larger zombie. Okay. Sure. We have Eaten Alive, 2 Silver Bolts, 1 Borrowed Time. All of our removal options still remaining. We've got a 3/4 and a 3. Unfortunately, this comes in as a 4 currently, so that does not improve our clock. We can midnight this. I think we swing and we might be dropping midnight. I don't know. It's probably worth it just to trade this, honestly. We have lots more of them. Geist Wave. Yeah, it's pretty good. Damn. Okay, so now we can make this a 5, which would allow us to start growing. Is that valuable here? I don't know. Now we could swing the 4, Bounding Wolf, and Midnight. The next land gives us another one. I think this is fine. Uh-huh. Now his flying creatures can attack, but I don't know if it matters. So we might want a Bounding Wolf, but only taking 3 in the air. I don't think it matters. Sure. We still have Crawl. We do still have Crawl somewhere, right? Your blocks are pretty bad. So... I think we'll go for the Bounding Wolf this turn, right? Let's see here. 5. Interesting. Okay. One. Ooh, borrowed time. Okay. Sure. Sure. Cool. All right. Battling back. We're now officially where we were when we started. We just tried to get a little too fancy, I think, with our split cards. They're both potentially very good, very high value cards, but they also require very specific conditions. Right obviously requires a very specific build, and the other card, well, just a critical mass of good 3 and 2 drops, and well, we have a lot of 3 drops. We don't have any 2 drops at all. Makes it extra bad. Sounding the horn of failure. I believe this is our first 3-lander, our first legitimately very good looking keep. So I assume we're going to fail tremendously. No Awakener. Well, that sucks. Some crazy bastard actually main decking Duress. And you got paid off for it. Sure. I think the Bird Admirer is more valuable just because of how tough it is. Damn it. Just getting absolutely fucked on land here. Yeah, it's not great. Now we can't play our blocker. Okay, now we can't play our blocker. I guess we do anyway, because that forces him to shoot it. Man. Yeah. Another very, very, very high damage card. And again, we miss land. Holy fuck! Yeah, of course. Okay. Holy fucking shit, this game. Like... Okay, folks, well, you know why the name of the show is Bad Luck, Good Game? Because that. We had a 5% game preceding that, and then we just had a 3.8% game immediately following. That's 3.8 games out of every 1,000 should shake out that way. And the previous one was 5 games out of every 1,000. I feel like we could have done better there. Our hand was really good. Our deck was really powerful. But several of the games we just did not get to play Magic. And those are not losses you can contend with, folks. Unfortunately, we did not make our stake back this time around, although we did pretty respectable in spite of a pretty difficult build and an incredibly difficult set of games. Yeah, if you have any advice for misplays you may have missed or things you may have seen that I did not, please feel free to put that in the comments down below. Any comments would be useful, helpful, and help people see this and help me buy these, which I do not function without, as you all know. My name is Gravity Groove. This has been Bad Luck Good Game. Thanks so much for hanging out, and hopefully we'll see you around again. Boom.